Hello everyone. In this video we'll be reviewing one of the most advanced younger races in the Babylon 5 universe, and that race is the Centauri. Also known as the Lion of the Galaxy, they used to control a big portion of the known universe. In today's video we'll be reviewing the Centauri military overall, and then going over the fleet ships that help make the Centauri one of the most strongest younger races in the universe besides the Minbari. The Centauri military is made up of two distinct branches, which is the Royal Navy and the Guardsmen. The Guardsmen is split up into several roles. The first one is the basic Centauri Guardsmen, which is used as a police force. The second one is the Military Guardsmen, which performs all military duties on planets and acts as Marines on the Navy ships. The last role is the Royal Guardsmen, which acts as personal guards for the Emperor and his staff. The Centauri Navy is vast and has one of the most powerful fleets in the sector. The fleet is split into two parts, the battle fleet and the defense fleet. The biggest fleet is the defense, but is spread out throughout the Centauri territory and rarely leaves its posts. The battle fleet is smaller, but is not spread thin like the defense fleet. Its primary mission is to reinforce any weak points in the system and attack enemies in space in times of war. The main issue with the Centauri fleet is that their officers are noblemen, which means that the position is given to them due to which house they're from, and not due to the qualifications that they would need to be great officers. This means that a lot of their officers are majorly unqualified. We will be reviewing the major ships within the fleet, and of course giving some honorary mentions to less known ships as well. Also, I've seen some conflicting sources on the length of each of these ships, so I'll be a little broad when I give some estimates on the lengths. Let's start going over the different fighters in the fleet. The main fighter that's commonly used in the Centauri fleet is the Sentri Medium Fighter. The fighter is more agile and has better target systems than other fighters that it might face, but its main weakness is the below average weapons. Due to this weakness, the fighter works in a unit to avoid this issue. The fighter is between 10 to 22.25 meters in length, and it can stay in active duty for 14 hours. It can only fit one pilot and does not have a jump engine. The ship is powered by a versatile fusion reactor and twin particle array. Before the Sentri Medium Fighter, there was a Razik Light Fighter, which is the older fighter design. This fighter is not commonly used and can only be seen in active duty guarding backwater planets. This ship is extremely fast compared to other fighters, but is poorly structured and has weak weapons, making it an easy target. The newest fighter created by the Centauri Navy is the Rutarian Strike Fighter. It is one of the most advanced fighters created by the younger races besides the Minbari. It's amazing that this ship has the speed and the firepower built into one amazing fighter. The ship also has a stealth jammer, which is the less advanced version of what the Minbari have. The Rutarian Strike Fighter is between 15 to 27.8 meters in length and is able to stay in active duty for 20 hours. It can only carry one pilot, and the ship is armed with twin-linked light particle guns, ion bolts, and a stealth device, or also referred to as a stealth jammer. The ship also has a gravitic engine as well. Next on our list are the three frigates within the Centauri Navy, which are the Maximus, Morgrath, and the Darkner Fast Attack Frigate. The Maximus Frigate is a small ship that carries an impressive amount of different weapons, such as the 5 particle arrays and 2 particle guns. It also has a gravitic engine as well. The ship is specifically designed for defense and escort duties. You won't see this frigate fight any warships due to the lack of ability it has to fight any ship with such power. The Morgrath design is the complete opposite of the Maximus. It has weapons such as a plasma stream, matter cannon, 2 or 3 particle blaster arrays, and a Mark I interceptor, which gives it the ability to engage enemy warships. This ship is also able to perform other roles other than defense and escort duties. They're also attached to fleets for attacking. The ship has an overall length of 134.85 meters in length. It also has a gravitic engine, no jump engine, a 1-month duration of active duty, and is able to carry a crew of 134. The last frigate on the list is the Darkner Fast Attack Frigate, which is the only frigate that has jump engines. I've seen different sources of length of the ship, from 90 to 600 meters, but most likely due to the size of the crew of 101 members, I'm leaning towards the smaller length. It also has a 3-month duration of active duty. The ship is heavily armed and has similar duties as the Centaurian Attack Cruiser, which both have the ability to take on other capital ships and win. They're both considered attack ships, but the cruiser is more powerful and bigger than the Darkner. The Darkner carries 2 battle lasers and 2 matter cannons. The frigate is quite effective as long as there's no fighter units in its target area. The ship is also fast, allowing it to escape danger if it's outgunned. Now let's review the 2 most well-known ships within the Centauri Navy, which is the Vorchan Warship and the Primus Battlecruiser. The Vorchan Warship is the most common warship within the Centauri fleet and is capable of performing different roles within the fleet. The warship operates within a unit, also known as a pack. It's not powerful by itself, but when operating within a unit, they're dangerous. The ship is armed with 2 twin arrays and 1 plasma accelerator. Due to these weapons, they have to fight in close combat. The ship is highly maneuverable and is fast due to a gravimetric engine. It also has a jump engine, which increases the size to 250 meters in length. Due to the ship's strength within the unit, it's sent ahead of the main fleet to soften the enemy's main forces. The ship requires a crew of 80 to 88 members to completely operate the ship at full capacity. The Centauri also created an upgrade version of the ship that's heavily armed, but it's unknown it's ever been used in the field. The Primus, on the other hand, is a lot older than the Vorchan and is considered the warhorse of the Centauri Navy. It's heavily armed with 8 ion cannons, 4 battery laser cannons, 4 light pulse cannons, 2 missile launchers, and 1 mass driver, which is optional. These weapons allow the Primus to go against other capital ships with ease. The ship is also known as Widowmaker to the Centauri enemies, because most fighters don't survive when attacking the Primus. The ship has been around for a long time, and there's been many updates to the ship. It's 735 meters in length and can hold a crew of 212 to 602 members. The Primus is not always used as a capital ship, but as a personal transport ship to the Emperor when traveling, but it's modified for more comfortability during those travels. The Centauri Navy has created a modern version of the Primus called the Octurion Battleship, which is a large ship being 1,750 meters in length. It's the centerpiece for the fleet and has been replacing the Primus as the capital ship. It's heavily armed with 8 battle lasers, 16 matter cannons, 22 particle arrays, and 4 Mark I interceptors. Of course, it has a gravimetric and a jump engine, just like the Primus and other Centauri ships within the fleet. What makes this ship impressive is it's capable of carrying 26 fighters, which gives the ship additional defense support in combat. The last ship on the list is called the Dargan Strike Cruiser, which is the newest and the most advanced ship within the Centauri Navy. What helps separate this ship from others in the fleet is the new chameleon sensor, which hides the cruiser from its enemies. It doesn't make the cruiser invisible, but it won't show up in the enemy sensors. Of course, the ship has a gravitic and jump engine. It's armed with 2 battle lasers, 3 matter cannons, and 10 particle arrays. Due to how new the ship is, there's only 6 of them within the fleet. Also, another reason why there's so few of them is how expensive it is to build them. The ship is 410 meters in length and has a crew of 445 members. The Dargan Strike Cruiser is mostly used in deep raids within enemy territory, and it was used in great success during the Narn-Centauri War. The Centauri fleet also have other ships such as transport and escort vessels, but my list includes a huge bulk of the fleet and the most important ships as well. The Centauri does a great job in creating specialized ships to help strengthen the efficiency of their fleet, giving them multiple options and abilities to attack their enemies. The Centauri also spend time creating quality ships that are built to last for centuries, and also have the ability to be able to be upgraded through its time of active duty. The main issue with the fleet is the lack of experience and quality of the officers. The officers are able to hide their lack of experience due to how advanced their ships are compared to other younger races. Let me know which ship is your favorite, and also what sci-fi faction fleet do you want me to analyze next. Also, please like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. If you enjoyed this video, then please check out these other 2 videos displayed on the screen. And don't forget to follow me on my socials. Thank you for watching Utopian Broadcast, and I'll see you next time on my channel. Thank you.